Blind is a completely tactile show for people who are visually impaired. So when you walk into the Color Blind, not only can you feel a lot of the pieces and make out what the pieces are, but you could also smell some of the pieces. Some of the pieces have scent.
When I thought about it, I felt it was quite a challenge to try to somehow convey the idea of a message or color to someone who is vision impaired or blind. A very novel idea, really, and I think it's kind of a shame that so many, well, those who do not have sight are unable normally to participate in an art show like we do.
To me personally, the color of blind is texture, it's light. I had severe vision problems when I was younger myself, and I was almost blind for 6 months when I was about 19-20 years old, and that is where light literally was everything. All I could perceive was light, and I relied heavily on textures, and I think that's part of what came out in my art.
Probably one of the most interesting shows I've ever been in, because as a sculpture artist, people looking at your sculpture, that's one thing. They go up and they, either like it or don't like it, but it's all visual. And they have this thing from long tradition that you're not supposed to touch in the artwork. But in this show, this is specifically for the people who are either sight impaired or blind totally. And that's what we really want to do, is let them put their hands all over it and tell us what they feel. And it was really neat to design something for that purpose. It was great.
The creative process for me, when I shut my eyes and I'm feeling the piece, to be able to communicate that, non-verbally, and without, any kind of vision of being able to see it, just communicate that emotion, that feeling. And that was, to me, like the greatest part of the whole experience.
It's a great show. I think the importance won't be known for quite a while. I think once it gets more and more known, because the first year is always kind of hard because people really don't know what to take of it. But now that it's kind of setting a precedence, I think it's going to become more and more important to expand kind of a different visual.
Well, I think it's a very complex thing, isn't it? We take for granted the color that we see, and I think that it may be the conveying of a particular mood and emotion for someone who is unable to see, maybe that we can associate with something.
Art shows, you're not allowed to touch the art. This art show, you touch everything.